Hey, my name's Jake Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to tell landlords that they need to watch out because there's a new fine that you could be liable for of up to £1,000. Now, this is important that you understand this if you're a tenant and if you're a landlord. These are new rules that are in the Renters' Rights Act that is live from the 1st of May. Now, this impacts England, Scotland, and Wales as well. There's different dates and rollouts on that. And in this video, I'm going to tell you from a landlord's perspective and a tenant's perspective exactly what you need to know. Now, before we jump into this, if you're new around here and you haven't done already, do subscribe to my channel over there and hit that bell notification. Join over 50,000 subscribers who get all the latest property news, house price news, interest rate news, property investing tips, and much, much more. And help me get some views on this video. Your part in that is simple. All you need to do is smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and that really does help the channel grow. So thanks to everybody that does that. So unless you're living under a rock, which you might be, the Renters' Rights Act became law at the end of last year, and that's starting to roll out now. And a lot of the Renters' Rights Act is law from the 1st of May this year. So only a few short weeks. It's less than 50 days now. And so it's important that you understand as a tenant, as a landlord, the things that you need to do. I've made a video the other day, which is really important if you're a landlord and a tenant, to make sure you get this, about a new information pack that you need to give the tenants. If you don't give them that information pack, you're liable for a fine of £7 grand. £7 grand. That's just one fine. But this is a separate fine. And this is all about discrimination. And so this is £1,000 that landlords can be fined if they discriminate against people. So this starts before you even have a tenant. And that's important that you understand. This is the process of getting a new tenant. You cannot discriminate. So what things can't you discriminate against? Well, anything. But these are the key things that they want you to not discriminate against. Firstly is pets. So this was an argument when the Renters' Rights Act was going through, wasn't it? There was debates in Parliament saying, well, look, if you're going to force landlords to have pets, maybe you should force the tenant to have some sort of insurance, or allow the landlord to ask for a bigger deposit. None of that was allowed. You just can't discriminate if they've got pets. So that's interesting. Next, children. This is important that you don't discriminate against anyone that's got children. So that is important. You can't discriminate. Leasehold properties aren't allowed to do that kind of stuff anyway. But yeah, it's important that you don't discriminate and not allow children in the property to live there. And next is DSS. So people that are on benefits. You can't discriminate against people that are on benefits. So this is important, right? Very important, because still today, you could go and have a look on Rightmove. You could do a keyword search, and I bet you could find some adverts that discriminate against pets, children, and DSS. And those people, if they leave those adverts live, they're going to get they're going to get £1,000 fine in the post, which isn't good. Now, you also need to make sure that your letting agent doesn't do this. Now, they're probably less likely to do this. You can't do this on places like Gumtree. This is where I see much more frequently people saying no DSS. You can't do it anymore. So that's obvious in your marketing. You can fix that and you can just exclude it. Now, as the landlord, you still get the final say. You've got the final say of who ends up renting your property. But you have to have a process that is fair for everybody. So you can't mark somebody down, at least on paper, or let them know that they can't have the property because they are on benefits. That's very important. At no stage of this can you say, you are on benefits, I'm actually going to go with someone that's employed. either verbally, in emails, anything like that. That is a nightmare if you do that, and you will potentially get fined. Now, if you're a tenant and you're one of these people that has pets, children, or are on benefits, you need to make sure that you haven't been discriminated against as well. That's very, very, very important. So this is stuff that will get cracked down on. There will be landlords getting fines for this kind of stuff from May the 1st. There will be tenants that also are on benefits that will be making sure that you don't discriminate against them as well. So these are things to really, really look at. So here's a few things to check. So first, check your marketing. And that's whether you do it or a letting agency does it on your behalf. Make sure there's no discrimination in there. Because yes, the letting agent might do that as a mistake, but that might come back on you still. So it's very important that you don't do that. Next, you just need to make sure that the referencing does not discriminate. So no questions in there that could really make it look like you're discriminating against that person. Next is your insurance. Now this is interesting because certain insurance policies used to say you couldn't have people on benefits in your buy-to-let property. That needs to change. Now, those insurance companies will amend that for certain, but make sure it's on you. You need to make sure because look, maybe that it's still in the insurance and you then let it to someone with DSS and now your insurance is not valid. Check this stuff. It's your problem. It's your problem. It's not the insurance company's problem. They will do anything not to pay out if there's an issue. That's important. So, and the bottom line with all of this stuff is that, look, when you get some applicants, you're going to base on merit who's the best. You're going to look at things like affordability. You can still ask for a guarantor. That's fine. You have the ability to do that stuff if you have some concerns. But if you really don't want someone with benefits, just make sure that you don't talk about that in marketing, in messages, verbally. You get to decide ultimately. They're still saying in the Renters' Rights Act, it's not a lottery, it's not who comes first. You decide who you feel is the best tenant for your property. But just make sure you cover yourself. Tenants, make sure you're not being discriminated against as well. Flag it if you see these kind of things in adverts, and that could be a problem. There will be tenants that are looking online, and if they see this kind of stuff, they might say, look, they're discriminating, and try and get you that £1,000 fine. So be cautious on this. You've got a few weeks until this is live, but you might as well start doing it from now. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Do like the video as always and subscribe, and also check out, we've got nearly 2,000 videos now, so maybe start with this one right here.